Most dog owners think it is just a cute habit at first. The dog curls up against their leg, leans against their chest, or presses tightly beside them while sleeping. But after a while, many people start realizing the behavior feels much deeper than simple comfort. The dog seems emotionally calmer the moment physical contact happens. Some dogs will even wake up, reposition themselves, and press against their owner again if the contact disappears during sleep. That level of closeness surprises people because it feels incredibly intentional. The dog is not just choosing a random sleeping spot. The dog is choosing you. And in many cases, that behavior reveals a lot about how emotionally connected your dog feels to you. Dogs are naturally social animals that evolved around safety, closeness, and group connection. Long before they became household companions, sleeping close together helped their ancestors stay warm, protected, and emotionally secure. That instinct still exists strongly in modern dogs today. Even inside safe homes, many dogs naturally seek physical closeness with the people they trust most. When a dog sleeps against you, it often means the dog feels emotionally safe in your presence. Physical contact lowers tension and allows the dog to relax more deeply. This is one reason many dogs instinctively press against their owners during sleep instead of simply lying nearby. The contact itself feels reassuring. Owners often notice this behavior becoming stronger during emotionally stressful periods. The dog suddenly sleeps closer, follows more carefully, or seems unusually attached during rest. That change is not random. Dogs constantly monitor emotional energy inside the home, and many seek closeness when they sense stress, tension, or routine changes around the people they love. Some dogs even appear to check in physically while sleeping. They shift positions just enough to maintain contact with their owner throughout the night. That behavior can feel incredibly emotional because it reflects trust at a very vulnerable moment. Sleeping is when dogs are most physically relaxed and least alert. By choosing to sleep against you, the dog is essentially saying the environment feels safe enough to fully relax. Many owners first notice this deeply after building a stronger emotional bond with their dog. The closer the relationship becomes, the more physical closeness during rest often increases naturally. This is especially common in highly bonded breeds. German Shepherds, Dobermans, Rottweilers, Border Collies, Labrador Retrievers, companion breeds, and many emotionally sensitive dogs often prefer close physical contact with their owners. Some dogs lean lightly against a leg. Others press their entire body against their owner while sleeping. The behavior itself may look simple, but emotionally it often carries a lot of meaning for the dog. One reason this behavior feels so powerful is because dogs experience physical closeness differently than humans sometimes realize. Contact helps regulate emotional comfort, warmth, and security. This is why puppies naturally pile together while sleeping. The instinct for shared comfort and protection begins very early in life. Even adult dogs often carry that emotional connection to physical closeness throughout their entire lives. Some dogs also sleep against their owners because they are highly emotionally observant. They constantly monitor the emotional state of the people around them. By staying physically close, the dog feels more connected to changes happening in the environment. This is why many dogs suddenly reposition themselves when their owner moves, shifts emotionally, or changes sleeping posture. The dog instantly notices the change and adjusts accordingly. For emotionally sensitive dogs, sleeping close becomes part comfort and part emotional awareness. Many owners describe their dog as seeming calmer the moment physical contact happens. The dog settles faster, breathes more slowly, and relaxes more deeply once closeness is restored. That physical connection can become especially important during stressful periods. Loud environments, emotional tension, routine changes, illness, or anxiety often increase sleeping closeness significantly. Dogs instinctively seek reassurance from the people they trust most. Sleeping against you can become the dog's way of emotionally grounding itself. At the same time, not every dog expresses affection this way. Some deeply bonded dogs still prefer personal space while resting. That difference is important because sleeping habits are heavily influenced by personality, breed traits, confidence levels, environment, and early experiences. A dog that sleeps slightly apart does not necessarily love its owner less. Some dogs simply feel more comfortable relaxing independently. The emotional meaning comes more from the dog's overall body language and comfort level than the exact sleeping position itself. Healthy closeness usually feels calm and relaxed. The dog sleeps comfortably, settles naturally, and remains emotionally stable overall. But there are situations where excessive closeness can signal something deeper emotionally. Some dogs become unusually clingy during illness, emotional stress, anxiety, or major routine changes. The dog suddenly feels emotionally insecure and seeks constant reassurance through physical proximity. Owners sometimes notice this after moving homes, changing schedules, introducing new pets, or going through emotionally stressful periods inside the household. The dog responds by increasing physical attachment because closeness feels emotionally safer. This is why sudden changes in sleeping behavior are worth paying attention to. If a normally independent dog suddenly becomes intensely attached during sleep, the behavior may reflect emotional or physical discomfort. Dogs often communicate stress very subtly. Increased sleeping closeness can sometimes become part of that communication. That does not automatically mean something is wrong. In many cases, the dog simply feels emotionally connected and secure beside the owner. But dramatic behavioral changes combined with other signs like pacing, whining, restlessness, loss of appetite, or anxiety may deserve closer attention. What surprises many people most is how emotionally aware dogs become during rest. Even while sleeping, many dogs remain highly connected to the emotional atmosphere around them. They notice movement, breathing changes, emotional tension, and environmental shifts constantly. This emotional awareness is one reason sleeping beside humans became such a powerful bonding behavior over thousands of years. Dogs learned that closeness often meant warmth, protection, stability, and emotional security. That instinct still exists strongly today. For many dogs, sleeping against their owner is one of the clearest expressions of trust they can show. The dog feels safe enough to become physically vulnerable while remaining close to the person they trust most. That level of trust is not small from a canine perspective. Once owners understand this, the behavior often feels much more meaningful than simple affection alone. In that warm embrace, the dog finds solace, its heart beating in sync with yours, trusting you as a steadfast guardian in a world full of uncertainty. That warmth is a silent promise, a bond that transcends words. Together, you navigate life's challenges, finding joy in simple moments, while the deepening connection enriches both your souls, reminding you of the beauty of unconditional love. As they observe their pets, owners begin to understand the subtle cues their dogs express, recognizing that each curled-up position holds a deeper significance tied to feelings of safety and comfort. The choice of their resting spot reflects trust. In these moments of awareness, owners foster a deeper bond with their dogs, appreciating how each resting place represents not just a physical choice, but an emotional haven that feeds their loyal hearts. This understanding enriches their connection and mutual trust immensely.